Want to know what's based?
What?
Based in a bad way. Twitch. You ever hear of Twitch?
I've never heard of Twitch.
Twitch.tv is a company.com. And what they do
is a company.com.
And what they do is they launder money for Ukrainian mafia. Sorry, Turkey mafia.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear about this?
No.
So apparently bits have been a massive, like they've actually uncovered this. There was a post roughly about a week ago on Twitch and also on Livestream Fail, the subreddits, that there have been these really shady deals offered to like some creators that like essentially the creator will be gifted a shit ton of money, like literally like thousands of dollars per month in bits. And the deal is that like after a payout, they're supposed to give part of this back to the company. Let's put company in quotes here. The reason why
just money laundering?
They're literally just money laundering. So there's been a more recent development that approximately $10 million was laundered through 2,400 broadcasts in Twitch Turkey. This is like actually a problem. This is a fucked up problem. Like Jesus Christ. I mean, like the thing is, they're losing a lot. Like they probably honestly like are paying more to Twitch fees than they are to taxes. It's pretty crazy. I honestly,
I mean, like it makes sense though. Like I think that they're just trying to find any fucking avenue to do this kind of shady dealing. To be fair though, like what kind of Twitch streamer is doing this though? Is it like random no-name people?
These are
like
partners.
You know if.
Apparently, so Twitch has now responded and banned 140 partners involved in this money laundering scheme.
Wow.
The thing is, like, I don't think there were anyone like large because you would have known about it on live.
Yeah, it's like XQC.
Yeah, XQC indicted in Turkey money laundering mafia scheme. The thing is, like, I guess if you're not super literate regarding brand deals, you might think this is like a really weird brand deal where like this company is like advertising their name in your chat. But it is definitely mafia involved. Like they've confirmed it's mafia involved. Specifically, the game, they targeted streamers for a certain game called Night Online, which is not super great. Viewers or people with 100 viewers were estimated getting $5,000 per day, in which they would have to return the majority of that. So they were getting like.
So how did they get caught?
They were getting caught just based on patterns and like people leaking these. Because like the thing is, these came out of business offerings. So like you would get an email saying, "Hey, we have a business opportunity," and then they would explain it. Like eventually there was just proof, and people were like, "Hey, this is shady."
Can you start from the beginning? How does money laundering even work? Like, so it's like, all right, so you got money through bad means, and then you launder it through some other thing, and then you're giving back money that isn't through bad means. But
so the way that money laundering works,
but don't you still have money from bad means?
There's 3 steps. So
okay, you're the expert.
There's layering and placement are 2 of the steps, and then I forget the name of the first one. But so the first one, let's say you procure your bad money, you get $10 million in drug funds. You want to spend this $10 million in drug funds, but the tax people are going to be like, hey, how do you get this $10 million? You work at a laundromat. So what you say is, you know what? Our laundromat's booming. You integrate the money into your legitimate businesses. Usually the legitimate businesses are some form of highly variable products. Like hypothetically, if you own a casino, casinos are notorious for money laundering. At least they were in the 70s. Because it's like, oh, a lot of people lost money at the casino today. They put all their stuff in the slots. And
but now that everything's digital, you can actually track every single transaction and stuff like that.
Exactly. But like for example, there are certain businesses that are prone to like being fronts for money laundering. Like in fact, like you've heard the term a front before. Like a lot of these are just fronts for money laundering. Like how does this business that gets 3 people in it a year make any money? It's like, oh, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a front for money laundering. And then after it's layered, it's integrated into bank accounts, legitimate bank accounts, looks at like real money, then you could spend it and the people don't get suspicious. So that's how that happens. So in regards to this money laundering operation, it seems that like, oh, it's given to a Twitch streamer in form of donation by random anonymous viewers. Like these are not things that could necessarily be tracked. Like, and therefore, once like they're part of this now new partnership in which revenue associated with this streamer, like you've seen like esports things where like, oh, you have to share revenue. Like it's like that. And so that's what
So
Turkey, the
these
Turkish mafia was
mafioso
doing.
people contact you like, hey, we're gonna donate you bits, like as anonymous accounts, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, thank you, and then you're gonna give us a percentage of that money back. So like what
So
happened is one of the people they approached for this was just like, I'm gonna report you, and then they were reported.
So it seems that they were emailed, and the terms of the agreement is that the money was converted into cryptocurrency, and 80% of all donations were then given back to the company, the mafiosos.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was essentially just like, we're gonna give you money, give us back. Crypto.
That sounds like really like sketch as fuck. Like the mafia people just like seem really stupid.
Yeah, but I feel like people are. Well, I don't know. Like they laundered $10 million. And I'm not even sure if they're going to get caught. There's an investigation, but who knows what that's actually going to entail. I
guess it's a lot easier to be more anonymous on the internet, to be the one doing it, versus like the Twitch streamers are the ones that are going to get fucked over this.
Yeah, they got banned. They got banned. But
they're going to be in trouble, like law wise. Like, because if someone approaches you like, "Hey, we're going to give you money. Give us part of the money back," you're like, "Okay." You can't claim ignorance with that. I feel
you can. I honestly like. There's some. That's what they're going to be doing, and I bet that some of them are going to get away with it. But yeah, like.
I didn't know, bro. I thought it was a super fan.
No. It's advertised as a business proposal. Like it's like I don't know the exact terms, but like I expect like, oh, we're doing this for X, Y, and Z, and therefore you should accept this. Like they're not just gonna straight up like, hey, can you help us with money laundering?
We're fucking jizz necklace gaming chairs or some shit.
Yeah, jizz necklace gaming chairs. That's the product they're selling. Like I think that when you are emailed saying you could make $1,000 a day after transactions, that's honestly
I feel like most
blinding.
people would do it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, I'm just fucking raking in the dough. Because as we saw before, it's not like Twitch streamers are making that much money. Like the top are, but like the vast majority are like skating by on like Dana's making more money than them.
I mean, not to brag, but I'm in shambles.